Here's a brief overview of the components of this code. So right here, you can see the main code. And as you can see, there's some different classes included, but the main thing I want to focus on are these two included files. So I made two header extension files. And essentially the audio extension file, as you can see here, is something that just includes different wave audio files. So each chord that will be called on, this is where those are all stored. So as this melody generator generates code, it will be referring to this file to retrieve the audio. Now, for the scale, this is where the scale will be determined based off of the key. So as you can see, here's the vector, and I need to make some adjustments to some of these other scales, but for the purpose of the demo, we'll focus on the major scale. So there's 7 notes in total, and it will choose the 7 notes out of these, all the possible notes that could be chosen. Now, you may see there's D flat, E flat, there's other names for those notes, but for the purpose of the simplicity of the vector, we would have to leave that this way for now. But essentially, once the person chooses the first note, then all the other notes will populate when they choose a scale. There are a few other components to this, um, which for complexity's sake, I won't go too deep into. But essentially, what happens is the person will choose whatever scale they want, and it will refer to a few different things. So as we mentioned, it will refer to the scale file, and eventually when the audio plays in the final file, it will go to this audio file. But I will also go into a couple of these different functions, especially this generator function, which will start the commencement of the different phases as shown in the model. And as mentioned, the model is a simplified version of what's going on here. And then we also have the pseudo random number, which is not a true random number, but this is the code for that as well. And then this includes the type endings that will be printed in the demonstration later.